And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will begin our broadcast shortly here from the Kerry Mack Staples Court in Patterson. It is the Patterson Lumberjacks taking on the Berwick Panthers tonight. We will return shortly with our broadcast. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from the Kerry Mack Staples Court in Patterson as we get ready for some high school basketball here this evening. The Patterson Lumberjacks taking on the Berwick Panthers. We know it's a rivalry in football and somewhat of a rivalry as well in basketball as these two teams meet here tonight. Patterson Lumberjacks, they come in with a record of 13-5, coming off that victory just Friday night. We were here for that one against the Morgan City Tigers. The Tigers, they hung in there all the way until about the end of the third, into the fourth quarter, and then the Lumberjacks, they just moved on and took that one away at a pretty good pace. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we are about 4 minutes away from tip-off here in Patterson. When we come back, we'll have more of the pregame. It's high school basketball on 95.3 FM KQKI.
What's the most popular sport around? Well, I gotta tell you, it's golf. And in Berwick, you got the St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, and they're right there in your backyard. Let Bogey Free Golf repair your clubs or set you up in a new set of clubs, and then head on out to play a round of golf at the best 9-hole course around, the St. Mary Golf and Country Club. That's right, the best of both worlds. The St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, a winning combination, and they're located just across from Berwick High School.
Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance is excited to announce we have moved into a new state-of-the-art facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. If you are limited by pain, injury, or recovering from surgery, use Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance to help determine a treatment plan that is right for you, with or without a physician's referral. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, now open in our new facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City.
Being a good neighbor is more than just being there when things go completely wrong. At State Farm Insurance, it's about being there for all of life's moments when things go perfectly right. With a passion for serving its customers and giving back to the communities, State Farm is proud to have been doing just that for almost 100 years. And they're happy you decided to get to know them better. So thank you to our current customers and our future ones from your local State Farm agents in St. Mary Parish, John Cart and Carol Foles in Bayou Vista, and Dwayne Scott and Dickie Fitzgerald in Morgan City.
Archie Manning here for Thibodaux Regional. In the Manning household, you could say we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the expert team at Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety, especially concussion. They have advanced concussion testing technology that provides a more accurate, objective diagnosis and safer return to play. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional.
And welcome back here to Patterson, everyone. Kerry Mack Staples Court here at Patterson High School. Brian Prodich along with my two sons, Ben Prodich and also Matthew Prodich. Matthew handling the camera here tonight, and Ben, he will be handling our scoreboard as we are set, just about set for tip-off here from Patterson. Want to welcome everyone in tonight. Hopefully we're going to have a good game here, and from Patterson. Want to thank our sponsors this year. Sports Wellness Center at Thibodaux Regional Medical Center, also Bogey Free Golf and St. Mary Golf and Country Club. For physical therapy and sports performance, as well as Tesh Action Clinic. State Farm agent Dwayne Scott, as well as State Farm agent Dickie Fitzgerald, Franklin Foundation Hospital, and Hargrave Funeral Home. Want to thank our sponsors for making this game possible here tonight, and every game that we will do this year. We are set up to do, I believe, it was supposed to be 7, but because of COVID reasons, we had to knock that down to 6 games. And that's where we are in game number 2 of a 6-week season of high school basketball. Again, we want to welcome everyone in as these two teams get ready to take the court. And we are happy to be able to bring these games to you. because of everything with COVID, of course, in 2020, and then 2021 it seems to continue. And this, we are happy to be able to bring or give you another way to be able to view these games here as we are ready to tip this one off. It's going to be Randon Paul, or make that Lewis Jones for Patterson. And Gonzalez. Patterson will take it. It's going to be Gunner. Gunner over to Paul. Paul, they'll get it back out to Gunner. Gunner trying to get it to Kyler Paul, and it'll hit off the back of the rim. And the rebound by the Berwick Panthers, Gonzalez, as they'll work their way down the court. 7:36, this game just underway, 0-0 our score. Berwick with the basketball. That is going to be Chassaw. Chassaw very close to travel, but he did not. Patterson's going to get the rebound. They'll take it. That's going to be Paul, and Paul off the backboard into the hoop, and Patterson leads it 2-0. 2-0 Patterson. Berwick with the basketball. Chassaw trying to dribble out of this one. He'll get it over to Milton. Milton dribbling. He gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to drive but does not. Brings it back out to the top. Now they'll get it to Milton again. Milton driving, and that is just in and out of the goal. And the Lumberjacks with the rebound. They'll move it down the field. That's Gunner, and Gunner gets it over to Jones as they move that one down the court. Correction. And Berwick has the basketball as Patterson leads 4-0. Paul tries to get it in. Rebound by the Lumberjacks. Finally, that was Derek Gant that got it, and they'll get it back out to Gunner. Gunner over to Gant at the corner. Back out to the top to Paul. Paul, opposite corner, now back out for the three is Gunner, and he gets it. It's now 7-0, 5:56 left to play in this ball game, or in this first period. Berwick's got it. That's Milton. Milton dribbling. They get it to Chassaw. Chassaw now the steal by the Lumberjacks, and that is Jones with an easy layup for two. And it's now a 9-0 ball game, and we've got a timeout taken by Berwick. So with 5:38 left to play here in this first period, it's the Patterson Lumberjacks 9 and the Berwick Panthers nothing. It's high school football on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Franklin Foundation Hospital and Ortho LA have teamed up to offer you even more options when it comes to fellowship-trained orthopedic care right here on the Franklin Foundation Hospital campus. Services include fracture care, sports medicine, surgical procedures including joint replacement, and care for work-related injuries. The Ortho LA specialists also offer 24/7 on-call services for ER patients in need of immediate orthopedic care. Call 985-625-2200 for an office appointment or visit franklinfoundation.org for more information.
And welcome back here to Patterson, everyone. It's been all Patterson Lumberjacks in this ball game here tonight. Berwick set to take it out, and they will. Dribbling down the court, that was Williams, and this is going to go out on Patterson. It looked like it went off of Randon Paul, and it did. Here go the Panthers. Gonzalez crossing center court. This one's going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks, and Gant stepping out of bounds. They say he stepped out of bounds was Randon Paul. That was very, very close. But Paul was out of bounds when he hit it. Berwick with it. This is going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks. That's Paul, and Paul gets it over to Gant. Now back over to Jones. Jones to Paul. Over to Paul for the three off the back of the rim, and it's going to be the rebound by the Lumberjacks. Now the Panthers, they'll take it in, and they'll try to set up here. 5:02 left to play in this first period, and we are going to have a foul, as that was Zach Gonzalez that tried to make that drive. Panthers to take this one out is Williams. Looking, gets it in. That's going to be to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dribbling near side court. Now feeds it over to Williams. Williams, top of the key, works his way over now. That's going to be to Milton. Milton driving, and we've got a foul. That is a charge, and Patterson will get this ball back. So they called the charge on Milton, I believe it was. And now Gunner will take this one out. He gets it to Jones, and Jones, make it Gunner, will work his way down the court. Looking, that's Jones. Over to the corner, back out to Paul. Paul over to Randon Paul. Now to Gant. Gant dribbling, back out to Gunner. Gunner over to Jones, and that one hits off the rim. Rebound by Gunner, and he puts it in, and it's now 11-0. Lumberjacks lead, 4:16 left to play in this first period. Got a whistle. Want to welcome everyone in. This viewing our broadcast tonight. Welcome. Reminder, you can watch it on your television as well. This one's going to be taken away by Jones. Boy, they wanted to go up for that three. They will anyway, and that's going to hit off the front of the rim. That was Lewis Jones. Now the rebound by the Panthers, and Williams will work his way down the court. 3:55 left to play here in this first period. Quick jumper by, that looked like Griffin, and it was. Now taken in by the Lumberjacks. 24-24, trying to get a number or name on that young man. We do not have it. Gets it to Jennings. Inside now to Jones, and Jones misses. Now the rebound by Gant. Gant back over to 24. Rebound inside, and with the basket is Josiah Jennings. It's now 13-0. Lumberjacks lead, 3:17. Berwick driving, and we're going to have a foul. That was Milton. That was fouled, so he'll go to the line. First trip up to the line for the Berwick Panthers. Make that. Milton will try for his first one. Off the back of the rim. Still 13-0. 3:13 left to play. They'll make some changes here. Berwick yet to score. Milton with another one off the side of the rim, taken in by the Lumberjacks. So an opportunity there missed by the Panthers. Here's Paul. Paul gets it over to Walton. Walton trying to feed it inside to 2-4. He'll drive. No, try to kick it back out. Berwick's got it. Good job defensively there by the Panthers. They get it now to Williams. Williams inside, and this one's taken away. He tried to go to Bennett. Lumberjacks have it. That's Walton. Walton to Paul. Paul tries to feed it inside. Nothing doing there as he tried to get it to Brooks. And we are going to have a foul as Brooks maybe got a little too feely there with the hands. And it's now 2:37 left to play in this first period. 13-0 ball game. Lumberjacks lead it. Berwick with the basketball. Gonzalez crossing center court. He'll hold up. Now he'll get it over. This one's taken away by the Lumberjacks. I think he may have, no, they're going to say double dribble. That was a double dribble. So this is going to go over to the Berwick Panthers. 2:24 left to play, 2:24 left to play here in this first period. Panthers have it. That's Chassaw. Now the steal by Walton, up with it, and he gets the layup. It's now 15-0. Lumberjacks lead. Berwick. This is Johnson. Johnson driving, and he gets the first 2 points. The first bucket for the Panthers. It's now 15-2. Patterson with the basketball. This is going to be Walton. Walton, top of the key now. Back over to Paul. Now back to Walton. Walton feeds it inside to the big guy. That was Johnson, Christian Johnson, who couldn't get it. And that is Gonzalez with the rebound. Working their way down the court. This is going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks. And an easy layup. And that now makes it 17-2. Berwick being a little sloppy with the basketball right now. They're going to have to try and improve upon that. Berwick has it. This is Chassaw. He'll get it out. That's to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Milton. Milton kicks it back out. That's going to be to Chassaw. Chassaw now driving. Will do so, and he's going to be fouled. I think they're going to call that on Brooks. That's Brooks' second foul here tonight. So that sends Chassaw to the line. Nope. Won't make that one. Berwick now 0 of 3 on free throws here in this ball game. Off the back of the rim, now 0 for 4. 17-2 ball game still yet. Lumberjacks have it. Paul, that's over to Brooks, and Brooks gets it back. Now they'll get it back out to Paul. Paul up for 3, nothing doing. Brooks, Paul, over to 24, feeds it back inside to Johnson, and we're going to have a traveling against Johnson. Move the feet just a little too much. You'll see that a lot of times with bigger guys. In the middle there as they try to fight for position. And we're going to have another foul here. This is going to be against the Patterson Lumberjacks. That'll go against Johnson. That's his first foul of this ball game. So Brooks with 2, Johnson with 1. These are unofficial stats, by the way. We have 36 seconds left to play here in this first period. Berwick now 1 for 4 in free throws. It's now 17-3. Milton for a second, and he gets it. Now 2 of 5. Make that 2 of 6, pardon me. They'll go up with it for the 3. Patterson will, and this is going to be a rebound by the big guy Johnson. Back out, and then over to Walton, and Walton will try for 3. Rebound by Johnson. He kicks it over to 24. And I tell you what, the Lumberjacks are just fighting. That's Kyler Paul in the middle that got that rebound. That was, I believe, the 3rd rebound. And when you can do it 3 times, you're probably going to score. 19-4 as we close this first period of play here in Patterson. Our score after 1, it's the Patterson Lumberjacks 19, the Berwick Panthers 4. It's high school basketball on 95.3 FM, KQKI.
Each one of us is a unique story. So how do we celebrate a life? How do we tell someone's story in a single ceremony? Well, you begin with what they love. Was it gardening, sports, cooking? Then think about how to highlight that passion in a meaningful way. Hargrave Funeral Home in Morgan City will help you design a fitting tribute that captures the individual. That's why they're here, to see that every life is well celebrated. So come speak to the staff at Hargrave Funeral Home and see firsthand how they can celebrate your loved one's life.
And welcome back here to Patterson, everyone, the Kerry Mack Staples Court. A name given, and it is written on both sides of the court here in Patterson. Just a beautiful court when you look at Patterson's facility here, and then also Berwick. They pretty much mirror each other. I'm a graduate of Berwick High School. Ben's a graduate of Patterson High School, graduated in 2020, and that was quite the year that he'll never forget. As we begin the second period. I think the officials are discussing something, and then they'll start the second period here. Of course, Matthew will be graduating from Morgan City High School. So we completely represent this household. we've got a Panther, a Lumberjack, and then we'll have a Tiger. As the Lumberjacks have it. Here to begin this second period. They'll go in or drive it inside. The feed now to Walton. And as he tried to go back into the lane with the ball, it was taken away by the Panthers. Excellent job there. Panthers have it. And this is Chassaw, and this is going to be swatted away by Jones. Lewis Jones got that big paw in there and just said, that's not going to happen. Panthers with it, and they are going to throw this one away, I believe. No, they're going to give it to the Panthers, saying that it went off of a Lumberjack. So the Panthers get it back. As that is Bennett. Bennett gets it over to Chassaw. Chassaw looking to drive, will do so. We're going to say he got the basket and the foul. So the Berwick Panthers will go back up to the line. They are 2 of 6 in the free throw department tonight. There we go. Now 3 of 7, so they add a point. Lumberjacks with the basketball. This is going to be Gunner. Gunner inside. What a great job, too, Jennings, but got to take it away by the Lumberjacks. Good job defensive, or Panthers, I should say. Oh, and this one goes out. And Chassaw just couldn't quite get his hand on it. It went out. Lumberjacks have it. That's Walton. Walton to Paul. They go out. That's to Paul for 3. In and out. They manage to save it. Panthers let it out. They'll take it out at midcourt, and that's going to be Williams. Panthers have the basketball. 6:46 left to play here in this second period. This is Bennett. Bennett, they feed it inside now to Bennett. So it's Bennett to Bennett. They get the 2. And it is now 19-9. Panthers close to within 10. Lumberjacks have it now. They feed it inside to, that's going to be Jones, and Jones up with it. And it's now 21-9. Great job there offensively by the Lumberjacks. Chassaw gets it inside. That's going to be to Williams. Williams tries to go up with it. Rebound. That's going to be by Bennett. Taken away by the Lumberjacks. They get it over to Walton with the easy layup. And it is now 23-9 with 6 minutes left to play in this first half. I want to welcome in everyone. You can watch it on Fire TV as well as Roku. We do have it live on both. Lumberjacks with it. That's going to be Paul with the easy layup. Now 25-9. Just when it was 19-9, the Lumberjacks go on that run. We'll take a timeout. 25-9 our score. Lumberjacks lead it over the Panthers with 5:44 left to play here in this first half. We'll go ahead and keep it here. And we're just excited that we can bring this to everyone. This is something we began years and years ago. We did basketball, I think, for one season. Didn't do it last year, but we're back this year. And looking at doing some baseball as well. And this is going to be kicked out by the Lumberjacks. It looked like Lewis Jones stuck his foot out, and it went off of his foot. So the Panthers have it. To take it out is Griffin, Zane Griffin. Griffin gets it. That's over to Bennett. Bennett. And then to Milton. Milton trying to get into the paint, does, but he misses it. And this is going to be a rebound by the Lumberjacks and the big guy, that's Jennings. They get it now to Paul. Kyler Paul. Back over to Randon Paul. Back to Paul. A lot of Pauls here. They're going to go inside now. That's to Jennings, and couldn't quite see what happened on that one. The official, which he has a right to be there, was had better position than I did on that one. That's okay. 25-9 our score. Here with 5:18 left to play in this first half. Lumberjacks at the line. This is Dylan Gunner. I think I had called him Paul before, but it was Gunner. My apologies on that one. A lot of fast. This is real fast moving. That's why I love it. 25-9 our score. Gunner up with it, and he's got it. So it's now 26-9. Lumberjacks lead it. Panthers have it as they got it into Chassaw. Now they'll kind of float it over. That's to Milton. Milton trying to get into the paint, but looks like he was fouled. So Milton will go to the line. Will he go to the line? No. Going to have a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. 26-9 our score. 5:10 left to play here in the first half. High school basketball on 95.3 FM.
The following is an important message from Tesh Action Clinic to help local residents seeking medical and mental health care in these uncertain times. Tesh Action Clinic is providing telehealth visits that can be held from home on your computer or smartphone. Schedule your telehealth appointment today by calling 337-828-2550. That's 337-828-2550. Tesh Action Clinic, keeping your health intact.
And welcome back here to Patterson. It's the Kerry Mack Staples Court. Berwick with the basketball, trying to get it in. They will do so to Milton. Milton trying to feed it back in. He gets the rebound, however. In the game now is Voisin. Cody Voisin. The Lumberjacks have it. Easy layup there for Kyler Paul. Maybe not so easy, but he just makes everything look easy. 28-9 as the Panthers have it. Lumberjacks lead it. This is Gonzalez dribbling, 4:54. This one's going to be taken away, but couldn't quite keep it, was Lewis Jones. To take it out, Griffin for the Panthers. Panthers have it. That's Milton. Milton. Now he'll kick that out to Gonzalez. Fakes the three. Now jumps from about 15, and he gets it in. It's 28-11. Lumberjacks with the ball. That was Walton. Now to, looks like they're trying to get it inside. They did so, and in the bucket was Josiah Jennings. It's now 30-11. Panthers with it. Well, that was right here at the table. Taken away by the Panthers, and that's Kyler Paul as he gets it in. And it will be 32-11 now. So Panthers have it going down the court. Milton, we've got a whistle and a foul. And they're going to say that Kyler Paul pushed. So that's a foul for that young man. I say that's his first. These are all unofficial, by the way, stats. So that sends Milton to the line. Panthers 3 of 7 from the line in this first half. 32-11 our score. Panthers trail. They really need to make these free throws. And they will do so on that. It's 32-12. 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes left to play here in this first half. Milton dribbling. Up with it. And it hits off the backside of the rim, taken in by the Lumberjacks. Going down the court is Brooks. They feed it back to Brooks, and then inside now with the rebound. That was kind of hard to see. There's a lot of young men in there. And here they go back up with it, and it finally goes in. That was Randon Paul with the jumper, 34-12. Everything moving fast now inside of, or just down to 3.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Panthers have it. They try to get it inside to Bennett, but that went out off of a Lumberjack. Berwick retains possession. Trying to get it inside. He's going to have to do it quick. Nope. Got the whistle, and it's going to go Patterson way. Bennett could not get that one in. Lumberjacks have it. It's Brooks. Brooks gets it over or inside to get it to Jones, or Johnson, I should say. Couldn't quite get it. Berwick gets it, gets possession back. Going for three and in. What a great shot. That was Griffin. Zane Griffin with the three-pointer. Couldn't get it out. 34-15. Patterson with the ball. That's Paul. Paul driving in and jumps. Nothing doing there. Just short. Here's Berwick driving. That's Milton. Milton hits the floor. Rebound by the Lumberjacks. Brooks moving his way down the court. Gets it back out. Now Paul will try for three, and it's in. 37-15, 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Panthers with the ball. Want to remind you as well that you can watch on our apps, our phone apps. We have the KQKI 95.3 FM Android phone app. You can watch live on that. And also, we will be coming out very soon, hopefully by the end of the week, with our new iPhone app that you'll be able to watch on that as well. So we're doing lots of new things here because the times are changing. It seems that way anyway. And we're going to have, I think Berwick stepped out. Yep, they're going to give it to Patterson. So we just wanted to kind of mention that to you because we really enjoy bringing you these games. Patterson's got it. They get it. That's going to be to Brooks, and then Brooks over to Paul. Paul, near side. That was the Gant. Gant back out to Paul. Over to Brooks. Brooks up for three. Overshoots it. Rebound by the Lumberjacks. And they're going to say that Johnson traveled. So that gives it back over to Berwick. 39-15 our score. 1.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. They're going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Once again, want to thank Ben. He's doing a great job on the scoreboard. Matthew, you're doing an excellent job up there on the camera. Just a as we want to thank our sponsors. They include Sports Wellness Center at Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, as well as Bogey Free Golf and St. Mary Golf and Country Club, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Tesh Action, Tesh Action Clinic, State Farm Agent Dwayne Scott, and also Dickie Fitzgerald, Franklin Foundation Hospital, and Hargrave Funeral Home. Berwick will take this one in as they will work their way. That's Milton. Milton gets it over to Gonzalez. Oh, this one's going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks, and up with it went Paul, but he just couldn't quite get it. Berwick did rebound, and that is Gonzalez. And Gonzalez fighting for it in the paint. And this is going to be a tie-up, and this is going to go in favor of the Panthers. Or did they call a foul? No, okay. For a second there, I thought maybe they called a foul. Berwick's got to get this one in. And that is Bennett. Bennett, as he got it to Griffin. Griffin back to Bennett. They try to go inside to Williams. Williams dribbling. He'll get it. That is to Griffin. Griffin, and this one's going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks. 24 will hold up. Apologize, we don't have his name. We'll get it, though. And this is going to be Milton driving, goes up with it, and he's got it. 35 seconds now left to play in the first half. 39-17, Lumberjacks lead. They've got it. They get it to 24. He'll kick it back out. That is going to be to Gant. Gant tries to go for three, but misses it. I think he might have got hit in the eye, too. Here's Paul. Paul with the drive, and he's got it in. Now 40-17 as we close to within 10 seconds left in this first half. Berwick's going to get the last shot. It's Gonzalez. Gonzalez. They'll go up with it, and misses it as Griffin. So that is going to do it for this first half here from Patterson. Our score, it's the Patterson Lumberjacks 41 and the Berwick Panthers 17. It's high school basketball on 95.3 FM KQKI.
What's the most popular sport around? Well, I gotta tell you, it's golf. And in Berwick, you got the St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, and they're right there in your backyard. Let Bogey Free Golf repair your clubs or set you up in a new set of clubs, and then head on out to play a round of golf at the best 9-hole course around, the St. Mary Golf and Country Club. That's right, the best of both worlds. The St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, a winning combination, and they're located just across from Berwick High School.
Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance is excited to announce we have moved into a new state-of-the-art facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. If you are limited by pain, injury, or recovering from surgery, use Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance to help determine a treatment plan that is right for you, with or without a physician's referral. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, now open in our new facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City.
Being a good neighbor is more than just being there when things go completely wrong. At State Farm Insurance, it's about being there for all of life's moments when things go perfectly right. With a passion for serving its customers and giving back to the communities, State Farm is proud to have been doing just that for almost 100 years. And they're happy you decided to get to know them better. So thank you to our current customers and our future ones from your local State Farm agents in St. Mary Parish, John Cart and Carol Foles in Bayou Vista, and Dwayne Scott and Dickie Fitzgerald in Morgan City.
Archie Manning here for Thibodeau Regional. In the Manning household, you could say we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the expert team at Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety, especially concussion. They have advanced concussion testing technology that provides a more accurate, objective diagnosis and safer return to play. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional.
And welcome back here to Patterson High School, everyone, in the Kerry Mac Staples Court here at lovely Patterson High School. And, of course, we've got some in attendance here this evening. And not a lot can be in attendance because of the regulations that we've had, of course, over the past year, really. We're now going into a year of this pandemic, and I think everyone has adjusted pretty well to it, or as good as well as you can. When you look at how they've been able to get these basketball games off, we did have a football season. Hopefully we're going to have a baseball season, and we will be bringing you some baseball, of course. Want to say good evening to Albany. Albany says that they are watching at home, watching on their TV, and we appreciate that, Ebony. Hopefully we are bringing you a game that you can enjoy. Of course, it's going to be a little bit better if you're a Patterson Lumberjack fan, than if you're a Berwick fan. But look, these two teams, these guys, they know each other. We're talking about Patterson, we're talking about Berwick. They grow up together. A lot of them, they'll come out of the Bayou Vista Elementary. I couldn't get it out. Matthew's looking at me like, what are you talking about? They come out of Bayou Vista Elementary, and then they'll split up between Patterson and Berwick as well. There's just a lot of different ways these guys know each other. I knew a lot of people when I went to Berwick that, from Patterson, and Patterson knew a lot from Berwick. So same thing with Morgan City. These schools, all these guys and gals, they're pretty close knit. Let's see, Ebony. Just going to read off a couple of comments here. See, Ebony, trying to get that number. I'm not sure. I'm going to try at the break here to see if I can get number 24's name. For some reason, it was not on our roster. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We are at the half. Our score, it's 41-17. The Patterson Lumberjacks, they lead the Berwick Panthers live here from Patterson. It's high school basketball on 95.3 FM, KQKI, Bayou Vista, Louisiana. Thank you, Ebony.
Franklin Foundation Hospital and OrthoLA have teamed up to offer you even more options when it comes to fellowship-trained orthopedic care right here on the Franklin Foundation Hospital campus. Services include fracture care, sports medicine, surgical procedures including joint replacement, and care for work-related injuries. The OrthoLA specialists also offer 24/7 on-call services for ER patients in need of immediate orthopedic care. Call 985-625-2200 for an office appointment or visit franklinfoundation.org for more information.
Each one of us is a unique story. So how do we celebrate a life? How do we tell someone's story in a single ceremony? Well, you begin with what they love. Was it gardening, sports, cooking? Then think about how to highlight that passion in a meaningful way. Hargrave Funeral Home in Morgan City will help you design a fitting tribute that captures the individual. That's why they're here, to see that every life is well celebrated. So come speak to the staff at Hargrave Funeral Home and see firsthand how they can celebrate your loved one's life.
The following is an important message from Tash Action Clinic to help local residents seeking medical and mental health care in these uncertain times. Tash Action Clinic is providing telehealth visits that can be held from home on your computer or smartphone. Schedule your telehealth appointment today by calling 337-828-2550. That's 337-828-2550. Tash Action Clinic, keeping your health intact.
Welcome back here to Patterson. It is the Kerry Mac Staples Court, home of the Patterson Lumberjacks. It's been all Lumberjacks here this evening in this ball game. We did finally get a name. I want to thank, Keisha. I thank you too, Keisha. Thank you so much. See, we had an Ebony. There we go. Tell you what, y'all, we may have to hire y'all on. Get some names for us. Kendall Francois. That's that young man, number 24, who is having a good game here this evening in Patterson as we are just about ready to get this second half kicked off here. And it's always fun. The principal of Patterson High School walking in front of me, laying the reeve there. He's got to love him. Makes a joke. He did some broadcasting with us for quite a while. He did our sidelines in high school football. And so, he's part of the KQKI family as well. And it's just, it's really fun doing this, and I know I keep saying it over and over. I've been doing it since 23 years now. This is not a lot of basketball. It's been 20 years since I've done basketball, but 23 years of doing this and watching. I mean, I remember the days. Brandon Jacobs, in high school, he went on to play for the Giants. And you talk about winning Super Bowls, and you think of the Hilliards. Brandon Jacobs, of course, over in Assumption, but you look at the Hilliards that came through Patterson. It's just really fun watching these players at this level, and to watch them really mature, and then they go to college. They play whatever sport in college and then pro, and, It's just really, there you go, huh? As long as we make good. Yes, indeed. Lumberjacks have it as we begin this second half of play. It is the third period. Patterson, let's see, that was Walton. Walton to Paul, and Paul gets 3. And that makes it 44-17. That was a nice shot by Kyler Paul. Berwick with it. This is going to be Gonzalez as he kind of does a fadeaway and nothing doing there. Lumberjacks have it back, and that is Walton with the layup. It's now 46-17. Yeah, and you're right, Keisha. It is Coach Spann, Laurel Spann. Berwick has it. Griffin. They get it to the big guy. That's Wazab. Wazab back over to trying to get, couldn't see quite who that was. That was Gonzalez, but it was taken away by the Lumberjacks, and Johnson. Or make that Jennings. Josiah Jennings gets the bucket and the foul. 48-17. Did they give him the bucket? They gave him the points? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Albanese doing a fantastic job here tonight, Francois. Should be proud of him, that's for sure. Panthers have it, 49-17 our score. And that's Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get into the paint. They're going to say he was fouled. Trying to see who they called that on. In any case, Gonzalez will go up to the line for 2. 6:36. And it hits off the front of the rim. Now 3 of 8 are the Berwick Panthers. 49-17, score remains. 6:36 left to play in this third period. He rolls that one in just off the front. So that makes it 49-18. Here's Paul with the long 3. Doesn't go. Taken in by the Panthers. And that is Milton. Milton gets it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dribbling. Let's see if he tries to feed this inside or kick it back out to Milton. Kick it back out. Milton trying to drive the lane. This one gets taken away. Lumberjacks have it. Paul feeds it over to Walton, and he gets it in for the easy 2. It's 51-18. As the Panthers have it, that's Milton. Milton, near side corner, feeds it over to Chassaw. Chassaw dribbling, gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, he'll lose it momentarily, gets it back. So now try to drive, gets it back out. They'll say he was tripped, I believe, fouled. I think they kind of got tripped up on that one. So they'll bring 2 in. That's Williams, along with Bennett, come in for the Panthers. Milton goes out along with Naaman Bennett. Williams to take this one in. Gets it in. That's going to be to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back out to Chassaw for 3, and that one is in. 51-21 our score with 5:23 left to play in this third. Lumberjacks have it. They feed it inside to the big guy. That was Josiah Jennings, and he rolled that one around the basket. It's 53-21. We've got some good play here by the Lumberjacks. Panthers have it. That's Griffin. Griffin being double teamed. Lumberjacks putting the pressure on. They'll take it, and that's Walton. Tried to do the finger roll, but didn't quite get it. Rebound by the Panthers. And that's Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Williams. Williams trying to drive, and he loses it. Taken in by the Lumberjacks. Walton again, and he gets this one off the backboard. It's now 55-21. Goodness. There's a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Sports Wellness Center at Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, Bogey Free Golf. We want to thank Lane Laree for rolling out the red carpet tonight. He did do that. He passed by again, so I had to go out. I'll explain that one later. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Tesh Action Clinic, State Farm agents Dwayne Scott and Dickie Fitzgerald, as well as Franklin Foundation Hospital and Hargrave Funeral Home. $55-21, 4:28 left to play in this third period. Yeah, they actually gave us a red carpet because Lane is not going to let anything scratch this court. Here's Berwick with the basketball, and that one hits off of the leg of a Panther player. Taken in now. Paul's got it. This is Randon Paul. He gets it over. That's Francois. Francois over to Gant. Gant to Brooks. Brooks back to Gant. Back over to Paul. They get it inside. And now it's going to be taken away by the Panthers. And that's Bennett fighting for that one. Gets it to Chassaw. Chassaw back out to Milton, who's back in the game. Tries to get it up, but doesn't do it. This is going to be intercepted by the Panthers as they try to go with the long pass down the court. That is Chassaw. Chassaw will finally fall into the hands of Bennett. I just kind of had to let that one, just watch that one and let it roll around. So the Panthers will have it. They try to get it in, but can't do it. Here's Francois. He dishes it over to Hilliard, who's in the game. Hilliard tried, after missing, to get it back to Francois, but no luck there. Panthers have it. That's going to be to Chassaw. Now, this one's going to be taken away. Francois tries the finger roll, but just off the front of the basket. And now Milton's got it for the Panthers, and he'll pick up the foul. Reminder, I'll go ahead and try to find let you know where we will be coming up there. We'll find that just shortly, our schedule. As the Lumberjacks have it, that's Randon Paul working his way down the court. He kicks it back over to Francois for three. Goes in and out. And then Gant will come in and clean it up. He'll get the two. It's 57-21. Berwick ball. Here, 3:21 left to play in this third period. Berwick's got it. That's Griffin. Griffin got it over to Milton. This one's going to be taken away by Francois. Nice steal, up with it. And he won't make it. And now the Panthers will have it. Now the Lumberjacks have it. Goes back to the Lumberjacks. Paul up with it. Nothing. And now they'll get it out to Brooks, and let's see, we'll have a timeout as the coaches want to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. 57-21 our score, 2:52 left to play in the third. It's high school basketball on 95.3 FM, KQKI.
What's the most popular sport around? Well, I got to tell you, it's golf. And in Berwick, you got the St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, and they're right there in your backyard. Let Bogey Free Golf repair your clubs or set you up in a new set of clubs, and then head on out to play around the golf at the best 9-hole course around, the St. Mary Golf and Country Club. That's right, the best of both worlds. The St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, a winning combination, and they're located just across from Berwick High School.
And welcome back here to Patterson, everyone. Our next game coming up is going to be Friday, January the 29th, where we will be at Hanson. It will be the Centerville Bulldogs at the Hanson Tigers. That game is set, tip-off set at 7:30 on Friday, January the 29th. We'll be back here in Patterson on February the 19th as they will be taking on Lutcher. Yep. And who knows, anything subject to change, right? In these times, anything could change. Lumberjacks have it. They kick it back out. Oh, that was nice. Thought Ben was going to get him a rebound there for a second. We were either going to get a rebound or we were going to get knocked out as it was Paul coming at the table. But he saw us. We appreciate that. So the Panthers have it. This has been a long third period, too, it seems like. And that is not Johnson, pardon me, that was Bennett. Bennett had gotten it over to Williams. Now they get it back to Bennett, near side. Bennett's going to travel. Nope, didn't say a foul. Okay. They're going to call that against Brandon Paul. The Panthers are going to take this one out. It's Milton. Milton trying to work his way in. He gets it. 57-23 our score. Panthers have it. Milton and Francois reaches in and gets it, and then Panthers take it back. Now Francois has it, working his way down the court. Gets it over. That's to Paul. Back to Francois. Francois feeds it inside to the big guy, Johnson. Christian Johnson with two. It's 59-23. Panthers have it. That's Williams. Williams back over to Griffin. Griffin trying for three, nothing doing. Williams kicks it back out to Milton, over to Williams. Williams to Milton. Milton goes over to Bennett, back inside to Milton, just throws it up. Nothing doing there. We now have a minute left to play in this third period. Brooks tried to get it inside. Now they finally do get it inside to Johnson, but he got it taken away. Here's Milton. He'll dish it over to Bennett. Now it's Patterson's ball. We're just kind of going back and forth here. Lumberjacks try to go up with it, and they don't make it. Now they'll get it on over to Williams, who was wide open, but great job there by Patterson coming down the court. We'll try for three. That's Milton, in and out. 20 seconds now left to play in this third period. There we go, Paul. Paul trying to feed it inside, can't quite do so. And that is going to do it. We are at the end of three now. Our score, it's the Lumberjacks 59, Panthers 23. It's high school football on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance is excited to announce we have moved into a new state-of-the-art facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. If you are limited by pain, injury, or recovering from surgery, use Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance to help determine a treatment plan that is right for you, with or without a physician's referral. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, now open in our new facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City.
And welcome back here to Patterson, everyone. Brian Protich, along with Benjamin Protich, along with Matthew Protich. Yeah, it's a family thing here. Ben doing a great job on the scoreboard. Matthew doing an excellent job on the camera as we begin the fourth period of play here in Patterson. Lumberjacks have it. Paul over to, that was Jones, and tried to get the shot, and then Jennings gets it, and it's 61-23. Panthers with it. Chassaw to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to White. White now to Chassaw. Chassaw kicks it back out. That's going to be to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back over to White. White up with it with the jumper, and it doesn't go. Lumberjacks have it. That's Walton. Walton over to Paul for three, and that's just off the front of the rim. Walton with it again. Kicks it back out to Paul. Paul driving up with it off the backboard, and he's got it into 63-23 with 7 minutes left to play here in this fourth period. Here's up with it. Lumberjack. Oh, that was great. That was nice there. Just a spin by Lewis Jones. And he got it in off the backboard. 65-23 now the score. Lumberjacks lead it. Berwick with the basketball. Gonzalez at the top. Oh, he was hit pretty hard. I think they're going to call the foul, and they will. That's going to go against Kyler Paul. And the Panthers are going to take this one out from the side. That's Chassaw. And now Milton. Milton at center court. We are now at just about 6 minutes left to play in this ball game. That's going to be White. White. Now he tried to get it back on over to Chassaw, but this was taken away by Walton, and he'll get the bucket and the foul. So Walton will go to the line. It's 67-23. He'll try to make it 68. Up, and it's in. So he completes the three-point play. 68-23, 6 minutes now left to play in this game. Berwick has it. White with the ball. This is going to be taken away by the Lumberjacks. It's Walton, and we're going to have traveling. It was just kind of funny because Walton just let the ball go back to White. Almost looked like a pass. Walton wanted it to happen just a little too quick. Gonzalez with the basketball. Oh, he goes down, hits the floor, taken away by Walton. Walton feeds it over to Paul off the backboard, and that's good for another two, and 70-23. 5.5 minutes left to play here in this fourth period. Berwick basketball, it's Milton. Milton now taken away by Patterson. It's Walton again, and with the finger roll, Walton gets it, 72-23. Walton is having a heck of a fourth period here. As the Panthers have it, that is Chassaw. Chassaw gets it to Milton. Milton over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez controls it. Now back to Chassaw. To Gonzalez in the paint, trying to go up with it, nothing doing. Here's a pass to Walton, and Walton up with it, wouldn't go, and then Kyler Paul comes in with the rebound and the bucket and makes it 74-23. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. Our score 74-23. Patterson leads it over Berwick High School basketball on 95.3 FM, KQKI.
Being a good neighbor is more than just being there when things go completely wrong. At State Farm Insurance, it's about being there for all of life's moments when things go perfectly right. With a passion for serving its customers and giving back to the communities, State Farm is proud to have been doing just that for almost 100 years. And they're happy you decided to get to know them better. So thank you to our current customers and our future ones from your local State Farm agents in St. Mary Parish, John Cart and Carol Foltz in Bayou Vista, and Dwayne Scott and Dickie Fitzgerald in Morgan City.
And welcome back here to Patterson. Patterson High School. Lumberjacks. Taking on the Berwick Panthers here tonight. It's been all Lumberjacks, however, for the most part. Panthers have it. That's Milton. Milton gets it on over for the three, and overshooting it was Gonzalez. Looks like Patterson's going, oh, nope. I'm going to say went out on Patterson, so Berwick is going to get the ball back into Milton. Milton trying for three, and it goes off the backside of the rim. It's going to be Francois. He'll hold up, now get it to Brooks. And Brooks, they get it inside. Francois feeds it back to the big guy. And now finally up with it was Gant. They tried to get it to Jennings. Or pardon me, that wasn't Jennings, that was Johnson. They get to, however, 76-23. Berwick has it. That's going to be Chassaw. Chassaw gets it on over to White. White back out to Gonzalez for three, and we're going to have a foul. So Gonzalez will go to the line to shoot three here with 3:21 left to play in this final period. 76-23 our score. It's the Lumberjacks over the Berwick Panthers. And that one goes off backside of the rim. Here's his second off the front. And this has kind of plagued Berwick all night long, missing a lot of free throws. I think it's 4 of 11, if I'm not mistaken. And the third one goes in and out. Rebound by the Panthers. Good job there getting the rebound. The Lumberjacks get it back. That's Francois. Gets it back, tries to get it back to Paul, but in and out of Paul's hands. Berwick with it, and up with the score is Gonzalez. Zach Gonzalez with 2 points, 76-25. Lumberjacks lead it. Here's Paul. Paul over to Francois. Back to Paul. He'll try for three, and that one's in. Nothing but the net. 79-25. Panthers have it. They get it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez in control. Now over to Williams. Williams back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Bennett. Back to Bennett. And then up with it is Griffin for the three, and he's got it. 79-28. I love it when they get those shots. Boy, they are so pretty. Up with three, just off the back of the rim. That was Brooks. Now Berwick with it. 79-28 our score. Doesn't matter who you're rooting for. Those shots are so pretty. Berwick, they get it out to the top. That's Gonzalez. Gonzalez back over to Bennett. Bennett back over to, that was Griffin. Nothing doing there. Rebound by Paul. Brandon Paul with it. He gets it over to Francois. Back to Paul. Inside now to the big guy. That was Christian Johnson. Boy, you got to like your chances there when you get it inside to Johnson. He's another fine basketball player here for the Lumberjacks. 79-28. Johnson at the line. He'll miss his first one. We have a minute and a half left to play in this basketball game. Here's a second one, and he gets that one. It's now 80-28. Patterson leads it, averaging about 56, I think, a game. That was a nice three there by Griffin, Zane Griffin. 80-31 our score. Francois with the basketball. Let's see, he gets it over. That's Paul trying to feed it inside to the big guy. He almost got the rebound, but Johnson just couldn't quite get it. Under a minute left to play in this game. And that's going to go over to, let's see, Paul. He's going to hold up, wait for the rest of his team as there's 40 seconds left to play in this ball game. We want to thank everyone for watching tonight. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've got more basketball down the pipe, too, coming up. So we may or may not add games. We're not sure yet. We're kind of feeling it out, see what the support of it is and what everyone thinks. 15 seconds, and they're just going to let Paul hold this one. 80-31, our final score here from Patterson. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to wrap this one up. Our final here, the Patterson Lumberjacks 80 and the Berwick Panthers 31. It's high school basketball on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Archie Manning here for Thibodeau Regional. In the Manning household, you could say we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the expert team at Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety, especially concussion. They have advanced concussion testing technology that provides a more accurate, objective diagnosis and safer return to play. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional.
Franklin Foundation Hospital and OrthoLA have teamed up to offer you even more options when it comes to fellowship-trained orthopedic care right here on the Franklin Foundation Hospital campus. Services include fracture care, sports medicine, surgical procedures including joint replacement, and care for work-related injuries. The OrthoLA specialists also offer 24/7 on-call services for ER patients in need of immediate orthopedic care. Call 985-625-2200 for an office appointment or visit franklinfoundation.org for more information.
And welcome back here to Patterson High School, Kerry Max Staples Court in Patterson. Our final score here, the Patterson Lumberjacks 80 and the Berwick Panthers 31. We want to thank everyone watching the game this evening. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. We want to thank our sponsors as well. They include Sports Wellness Center at Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, as well as Bogey Free Golf and St. Mary Golf and Country Club. Also Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Tesh Action Clinic, State Farm Agent Dwayne Scott, as well as State Farm Agent Dickie Fitzgerald. Franklin Foundation Hospital, and Hargrave Funeral Home. Once again, our final score here from Patterson. The Patterson Lumberjacks 80 and the Berwick Panthers 31. I'm Brian Prodich along with Benjamin Prodich and Matthew Prodich. Great job on the scoreboard, great job on the camera. Wishing everyone a great night. Good night, everyone.